Chapter 20. What we forget when we say the timing's wrong. Let's talk about how our timing's off. You see, we couldn't have planned this out worse. It would have been infinitely easier to meet you 2 years earlier, 3 years later, in a different space, place, country, or time zone. It would have been simpler to meet you in a world where I could wake up nestled tightly beside you, and you could join in each adventure I took you on. It would be marvelous to have all our fates aligned and to see the timing play itself out flawlessly. But I'm inclined to say we ought to count our blessings. Because here's the absolute miracle that we cannot allow ourselves to ignore. Out of the billions of years that Earth has existed, you and I ended up alive at the exact same time. I wasn't born on your 90th birthday. You didn't die an untimely death at age 3. I didn't live as a pauper in the year 400 BC. You will not spring into existence 500 years into the future. Out of all the centuries, eras, time periods, and universes we could have ended up in, we somehow both ended up here. We ended up in the era with planes and trains and cars and cell phones and Skype calls. We ended up in the age of relentless communication and instantaneous connection. Of all the possible worlds we could have gotten stuck in, we found ourselves living in a time when it's possible to wake up to a good morning text every day from someone clear across the world. And when you look at it that way, it doesn't seem so bad. When you look at it that way, it doesn't seem unbearable to wait for a couple more months or a few painstaking years or a single stretch of absence that will eventually be bridged. When you look at it from the angle of the bleak improbability that two people like you and I would ever coexist, the timing doesn't seem so wrong at all. Because really, who are you and I to demand any more from the universe? Who are we to mandate that the stars align in our favor and the fortunes always cater to our fates? When we chisel it down to probability, we've already come out on top here. So it's only fair we put in some work. Because the truth about the timing being wrong is that it's nothing more than the world's flimsiest reason not to try. It's the simplest excuse to pack it in. It's a pre-designed reason to bow out. Saying that the timing is wrong is saying nothing more than you aren't worth any inconvenience. And when it comes to you, that is untrue. When it comes to you, I'd wade through the limitless eras and time zones and alternate realities and universes trying to find you. I'd wait for decades or ages or centuries or lifetimes. I'd wait through wars and resolutions and tsunamis and ice ages and apocalypses. I'd wait indefinitely. I'd wait forever. But the brilliant thing is, I don't have to do any of that. Because here we are right now, at this time, in this universe. And as long as you're alive here, and I'm alive too, the timing is right enough for me.